Today on Documentify TV, we are embarking on a journey to a place where the past is etched in stone, where the stories of generations come alive in the heart of the Canadian prairies. We are going to Stone Provincial Park. Welcome back, everyone, to another deep dive. Today we're heading out west to Alberta, Canada. Yeah, to a place that's not only geographically stunning, but also holds massive archaeological significance. Called Stone Provincial Park. And the name kind of says it all. It's in this valley cut by the Milk River, right? Picture like rolling hills, cotton, wood forests, not pretty idyllic. But then rising right out of the valley floor are these incredible sandstone cliffs.
Okay, I'm getting a visual.
Yeah, and those cliffs are covered in rock art. Like thousands of years worth of human history just etched into the stone.
Oh, wow.
So in a way, the cliffs themselves are kind of like a giant open-air book, telling these stories from the past.
I like that analogy.
And the Blackfoot people who have called this area home for centuries, they call it Áísínai'pi, which literally means it is written.
Oh, wow. So the name itself speaks to the importance of this art.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what can we actually read in these rock carvings and painting? What kinds of images are we talking about?
Well, it's a mix of both carved and painted images. Archaeologists call the carvings petroglyphs, and the painted ones are pictographs.
Okay.
And you find a huge variety of subjects.
Like what?
Well, animals are really prominent, especially ones that were vital to the Plains people's survival. So you see a lot of bison, deer, elk.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and then there are also human figures, sometimes depicted in ceremonial garb, sometimes engaged in what look like everyday activity.
It's like a window into their lives, right? Absolutely. And what about those symbols you mentioned, the more abstract ones?
Yeah.
How do archaeologists even begin to interpret those?
That's one of the biggest challenges.
Yeah.
With rock art, you don't have a written language to help you decipher the meaning.
Right.
And dating the carvings is also tricky. Some could be hundreds of years old, others thousands.
Oh, wow.
So we use a bunch of different techniques to try and figure out their age. Things like examining the weathering patterns on the rock or comparing artistic styles to similar carvings that have been found at dated sites elsewhere.
It's like piecing together a giant puzzle.
Exactly. And even if we can't understand every single image or date, every carving, precisely the rock art at Writing on Stone offers us this amazing glimpse into the beliefs, the stories, and potentially even the history of the people who created it. Yeah.
It really connects us to the past in this tangible way. Yeah. It's not just stories passed down through generations, but actual physical evidence of their lives.
Right. And another really important thing to remember is that Writing on Stone isn't just some site frozen in time. Indigenous peoples still hold ceremonies and share stories there. They connect the past to the present.
Oh, that's so cool. It's a living cultural landscape then.
Exactly. It's not just archaeologists piecing together fragments of the past, but the living culture that keeps those stories alive.
Which is part of what led to its designation as a World Heritage Site, right?
Yes. In 2017, it was recognized for its global importance.
Wow. That's incredible. It makes you wonder what the people who created this art would want us to know looking at it today.
That's a great question. I think they would want us to remember their connection to this land, their stories of resilience, and the importance of respecting and preserving their cultural heritage.
The rock art at Writing on Stone is a testament to the power of human expression and the enduring legacy of Indigenous cultures. It's a reminder that history is all around us, sometimes literally carved into the landscape.
Yeah. And it challenges us to think about the stories that those landscapes hold and the responsibility we have to protect them.
Absolutely. So if you're ever in Alberta, make sure to visit Writing on Stone Provincial Park. It's a journey worth taking. And if you can't make it in person, you can always check out the park's website. They have tons of information and even virtual tours.
Yeah, it's a great resource.
Well, on that note, thanks for joining us for another deep dive. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. That's it for today's video, folks. See you next time, right here on Documentify TV.